Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of Conversations with Jimmy, where we talk about trendy topics, generally discussions that elicit conversations. And I am Jimmy. Today is really not a good episode. I don't even know where to start from because what is really happening in the country? What is really happening in Nigeria? You wake up and you are shocked by the stories that you see and the stories that you hear. Recently, a top military officer, I'm talking about a brigadier general, was killed. Now, if a top military officer can be killed by terrorists, then what is the fate of you and I? A brigadier general is somebody who commands at least 3,000 soldiers, and he was gunned down. According to report, he initially escaped the attack and found cover. He even contacted the base to say it was safe. Rescue was on the way. Helicopters were already hovering, preparing to pick him up. Reports, conversations, reactions are saying probably his coordinates may have been exposed, may have been compromised. And what does that tell you? Now, this is extremely heartbreaking. It is alarming. It is shocking. As a Nigerian, it is overwhelming because, it paints a picture. It gives a clearer picture of how the security situation in this country has worsened, how insecurity has escalated in the country. And like I said earlier, it brings the question, it makes you wonder, what is the fate of you and I? What is the fate of ordinary Nigerians? Nigeria is weeping. And here are some people who are saying Trump is coming to steal our resources. Look, I'm not even ready for that conversation right now. But all I just know that Nigeria, we need help. Christians, Muslims, everybody is affected. There are people, there are enemies of Nigeria who wants to take over Nigeria, who wants to see that Nigeria get on her knees. And this is not the time for us to be, divisive. We need to come together. We need to find a solution. The current administration needs to find a solution to this worsening insecurity situation in the country. How long are we going to continue like this? How long? And and here we're seeing on the news, PDP fighting over a space to do their meeting. What is that? What we are talking about? People already preparing for the next election when Nigeria is burning, when Nigeria is in shambles. At this point, we need genuine reform in our security architecture. This is the reality that we all are living in. Families are grieving, communities are terrified, high-ranking military officers are being killed. What is the fate of you and I? The current government needs to step up because their primary responsibility is the safety of lives. Looking at their scorecard, this is poor. This is extremely poor.
To come on board, Boko Haram should lay their arms unconditionally and be accepted in the community. Opportunities are out there for them. They can be rehabilitated. An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country. Why is he wasting his time when he cannot even deliver?